Happy days. All right.
Direct.
Yeah, live and direct. Cool. So yeah, I'm just going to introduce you and just say thanks for coming on the podcast first of all. And so I'm sitting here with Cal at the moment, who runs Pomulo, and just let me know a little bit more about you as well and the viewers as well.
So I'm Cal.
Yeah.
Pomulo. I'm not very interesting.
No.
I'd like to apologise now to the viewers as to why I'm on this. I'm confused as well. Pomulo is a brand based in Northampton. It's aimed at anyone.
Yeah.
It's not got like a prefix or anything like that. We don't make a set thing. We don't have a catchy moniker like for a certain demographic. Can we swear?
Yeah, go for it.
I just want to make dope shit.
Nice.
For people that want to look sick.
Yeah, of course.
If that's you, then
yeah, I've tried to wear dope shit as well. So I'm like,
and that's it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think just don't make bad shit.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's like I also want to touch on like how we know each other as well. Like, because obviously you've known us since me and Joe started the studio as well. But obviously we've recently met each other now, which is quite interesting. So like you came and used the studio once for a photo shoot. Yeah. So yeah. And obviously, how long has Pomulo been going on for now?
It's so hard to think because. Do you want me to get into the background of it all and just?
Yeah. Just like smash it all out, honestly.
So, I don't know when it first started because it was a joke. The backstory is that me and a few friends were in Barcelona. We sort of went to go and meet someone to buy some t-shirts or whatever. They were getting the t-shirts. I looked at one and I was like, "This is shit." And a few beers behind the eyes, ripping them for buying them. I was like, "This is bullshit." And they're like, "Yeah, but we're supporting this person, with the money." And I was like, "I get that, but they don't actually deserve it because it's shit." Yeah. It's a cash grab, like, essentially, right? Yeah,
makes sense, yeah.
A few beers back and forth, you know what it's like. And they're like, "Well, you fucking do better." And I was like, "Hold on, I will." Yeah. So I started making a few, like, designs, shall we say. I mean, they're not. And then it just kind of evolved and just went on from there, really. And
okay. That's quite interesting, to be fair.
People, like, started buying it. Yeah. And then I had a weird twist of fate. So I went back to Barcelona because I thought, maybe I should design it there. That would be kind of homage to where it was formed, right? So I have 2 t-shirts with me. One for me and one to show my friend who I went to meet for brunch. That sounds so middle class.
That's all right. It's going for brunch is so middle class.
We had avocado, obviously.
Yeah.
And I showed him his t-shirt, and he at the time had a sponsor for clothes. So he was getting paid a salary to wear these clothes.
Right.
And I was like, he was like, "Hey, get a photo of me." And I was like, "Mate, no, because you lose this sponsorship, and trust me, it's just not worth the joke. As funny as it would be, right?" But he insists, so we do. And this story's going to get even worse. So the next day he comes to my hotel to use the pool, and he informs me that he's since spoken to his sponsor and quit because he's going to just wear Pomulo clothes.
Oh shit!
Like, but there isn't Pomulo clothes. You're wearing it. Yeah. And he turned to me, and I'll never forget this. He just said, "Well, you better make it fucking sick then."
Wow.
I was like, huh.
So the pressure was on for you then,
yeah. But also at the same time, like, he's a professional rollerblader, which is a strange thing. If you're not from our world, I suppose you don't hear that often. But he had reach, right? And he had followers that would, like, every time we'd go anywhere, people would be stopping for autographs, and he was cold. Yeah, of course. So I knew that if he was wearing this, then I've done skip stage 1. Yeah. Like the advertising bit. Yeah. So then you need that. Okay. So he was my.
That's pretty sick, that is.
Route to market.
Yeah, because that, obviously I'm going to like talk about PHOTOMAFIA as well. And it's kind of similar in that sense. Like when me and Joe started PHOTOMAFIA, like a lot of people knew Joe because of like the gigs he shot and stuff. But like Anti, obviously we were talking about Anti earlier, and like you just recently seen her podcast.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, and like we kind of like had Auntie like doing collabs with her and stuff, and she essentially became our influencer and kind of pushed it out for us. So, but yeah. Wow.
I think it's so good if you have that.
Yeah. And like you don't realize that the impact influence have on like your business. It's insane, isn't it?
It's insane.
Like,
yeah.
Wow.
I see a lot of people starting now, and it's almost like having a talisman or woman or whatever. That person that may not be the sort of face of the brand or anything, but someone that's associated with it. Yeah. And if that person goes to the moon, then you're away, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What an absolute result. And your friends on the come up, you're on the come up with them, and everyone grows, right?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. No, you're definitely right about that. It's interesting because when me and Joe started the studio, like you say, like your crazy Barcelona story, like I think when we started, it was during COVID, so we were at uni at the time, and it was a time where you could go on like long ass walks and stuff. Yeah, so me and Joe just took up the opportunity to go for walks down like Halston Firs and stuff, which was pretty cool. Yeah. And like the like, we kind of just like spoke about it, and then we're like, no, let's not do it. And then we were just like, no, it's a wild idea. I don't know if like COVID got to our heads for a little bit, and then we're just like, yeah, fuck it, like let's do it. And then we started doing it around third year, and then we actually got this place before we graduated, which is pretty wild. And then obviously that's when we found out you started following us, and we wanted to like get in touch with you as soon as, but obviously starting a business is stressful, like I can imagine for yourself.
It's the same principle, right? Like, and you want to do all these things before you start something, but you realise the order of business that's not the order of business.
Yeah, exactly.
Get your house in order first.
Yeah.
Like before you invite guests over, tidy your house, right?
Yeah.
Get it sorted. And you think naively, because everyone does, 6 months we're just going to be cooking.
Yeah.
When in reality, it doesn't work. And then you do get bookings, and you don't reach out to those people, but then natural progression brings you together, I think.
Yeah. No, because also I was like saying about like the quality.
Cal, could you pull your microphone just slightly more towards you? Keep going. Yeah, like that.
Is that better?
Yeah, just towards you. There we go.
Is that all good? Yeah. No worries.
Am I going to be on mute for the first?
Nah. You'll be fine. Nah. I think Joe just wants to make a little intro to the podcast. So.
Oh, okay. He made it though.
He made it. That's
good.
Exactly. So, but no. What was I saying? I was also saying to Joe as well, like the quality of your clothes are like amazing. Like you gave us like a pair of socks, and I was like, I'm wearing them at the moment. I'm like, these are the best pair of socks I've ever had, and I've not made a hole in them yet.
Thanks.
Which is great. So
I think, but just don't make shit stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Just don't overcomplicate it. Don't. Yeah. Like, without hating on anyone, I'm not going to name names. I see so many brands come and go. That's just the same principle. There's no harm in starting with tees and making like buying blanks.
Literally.
Like I watched. I didn't catch his name. Clearly a talented clothes designer that was on.
East Midland Neiman's.
That's it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So I was sort of listening to that one, and he was saying about blanks and stuff, but I think it's perfectly fine to do that. Absolutely. But just try and keep going.
Yeah.
And progress with good stuff. I think, and being honest, and here is the bigger problem, Pom is fucking sick. There's no doubt. Like, the details are amazing. The quality's better than
absolutely,
anyone.
yeah.
Like, but the bar was fucking low, right?
Yeah.
And that's where the problem is. Like, you need a few people to be doing that, to push that one, to push that one. You never want to be making the best stuff, really. Yeah. If you are making the best stuff, then you can get complacent and just rinse and repeat. You need someone to just...
Yeah, because do you know... I assume you know Renaissance. Yeah. Because obviously you gave him like some hats and and he was like, I wear it to every like shoot I do and stuff like that. And obviously he loves you, like, for some reason. Like, well, to be fair, what's not to love, but like,
I went and met him because you guys kind of like warm introed us, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
that was again so middle class warm intro.
Yeah,
I've been literally on sales meetings all morning, so sorry about that. I'll dovetail some stuff in. Yeah, we went and met for coffee, and it was great. He's God, man, he's fucking talent, huh?
Absolutely amazing. Because me and Joe went to uni with him.
Oh,
and
okay.
Because we wanted him like with us at one point.
Yeah, for sure. I want him with me.
Yeah, like honestly, like bro, he's like fucking great. Yeah. But like, and now he's like doing his own thing, which is like wicked, and we still work with him. Yeah. I think we have like a really great dynamic with him. And like he was just saying like, because he doesn't refer you to like Cal, he refers you to Mr. Pomulo because he refuses to just call you by your name.
That's weird because I have the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Because I am essentially a 39-year-old dad from the suburbs, there is no way I'm telling my wife I'm just popping out to meet Renaside.
Yeah.
Like, my child will be taken off me. Absolutely. You know? So I just can't, you know, Azim's fine.
Yeah,
you know?
nah.
But yeah, that's a quite strange juxtaposition.
Yeah, nah.
He's a great guy. And like I say, I went to meet... It's funny because when we did rent the studio that day, I heard both yourself and Joe kept mentioning this guy. And I was like, I'm gonna check this guy out. And
yeah, of course.
I'll be completely honest, I expected like... There's loads of good videographers or people that have got cameras that are good with them. But he's like...
He's good, mate. He's like fucking sick.
Like good with it.
Absolutely.
Like, oh, fuck, you get it.
Yeah, exactly,
know? Like, the grade on this as well is like... So I went and met him and I was like, we need to do something.
Yeah. And he's such a great person to collab with in general. Yeah. Like, he's amazing. Like, and also, like, that's something I want to talk about, like, collaborations. Like, have you got any, like, coming up and stuff? Like, in general,
what
like...
have I got coming up that I can talk about? So this is going to go out...
This is going out on the 17th of April?
April, okay.
Yeah.
I've got some pretty...
Yeah.
It's so hard not to stumble on... Some stuff's super top secret. But, so I have something... Obviously, I've got something here, but we'll touch on that, I suppose.
Yeah, of course.
I suppose that's a collab. I've got a book coming out. How do I forget the book?
Yeah.
I've got a book coming out.
Yeah, because I've seen this
You've
book.
You've seen
the fucking sick book as well.
Thanks, I appreciate that. There's another version now.
Okay.
That sort of almost has to be the last version because it's just getting ridiculously expensive.
I can imagine, like, because this is like actual hard, like from what I see in the hardcover.
Yeah,
like,
it's better quality than that when you saw.
Yeah, of course. Sick!
It's
wow.
Yeah. So
okay, mad.
It's a hardback book. It's perfect lay flat. So for the viewers that don't know, sometimes if you get a book, the pages, and I didn't know any of this. I just thought making a book was going to get JPEGs, put them into like Publisher, send it off to someone online. It doesn't actually work like that. It turns out you have to contact factories and get them professionally made, and you have to learn about paper, binding, hard type. Which...
It's stressful.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, of course.
So I taught myself InDesign and then did this. And the book is a collaboration between me and a good friend of mine, Sam Cooper, his name is. He's a great action sports photographer.
Yeah.
I noticed that he was sort of amazing, but there's not much media around what we do, like physical media. So I realised that he was seeing a cachet of photos from God knows how long. It must have been years. So I decided to take matters into my own hand and went down to Bristol to meet him, and we went out for some drinks, and it was just one of the first times after lockdown. You know that weird time where you could sort of go to a bar if you were outside and ate a sausage roll?
Yeah.
It was kind of in that area.
Right,
you know?
Yeah.
And holy fuck, we got so wasted. Like, I can't actually tell you too much of the story because it's terrible, but... I just badgered him all night, just me and him sat like this, and just round for round. Let's do this book. No, let's do this book. No, and then he agreed.
Wow, shit. Okay, that's pretty sick. Yeah,
we're doing it.
COVID was an interesting time for a lot of people. I feel like COVID was like, it's good that COVID happened because people got so creative, and then like loads of cool shit came out afterwards. Like,
people. It's funny actually. It's so strange because my wife and I had this conversation last night that lockdown for me was different to a lot of people because my actual job was the busiest it's ever been. Because I sell, apart as well as other things, like working from home solutions. Yeah. And we used to like advertise it as a snow day.
Oh, okay.
And then lockdown happened, and it's just the longest snow day.
Yeah.
So everyone's ringing like, "Yo, do you know that thing you were trying to sell us?" And we said no. Yeah, we want 20 of them, and we want them tomorrow.
Wow.
So
okay.
Yeah, it was crazy. We didn't get like any of the. Yeah. You know, your friends all frolicking and you guys going to Holston Firs, living your best life.
Pretty much, yeah.
I was out there.
It's pretty cool because like me and Joe were having a conversation, like as creatives, like we feel like it's nice having a studio, and then sometimes like you get so busy scheduling things up, doing this, like editing and stuff like that in a group matter that like sometimes we have to take days off where we can just be a bit creative on our own. Because like I don't know about you, like I feel like I have to lock myself in my room just to like figure something out.
100%.
And obviously I assume Pomulo was like, obviously you spoke about in Barcelona and then did it yourself and then came up with the logo and the design and stuff, which is like, actually, can you tell me more about the logo?
So here's fun fact. I am essentially shit at anything to do with like creativity. Like, I'm really bad. Like I can't draw. I'm proficient on a computer. I can't use Illustrator. I can do very, 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 very little. So I always thought that kind of it was like working against me. So I got one of my friends to make the logo because I realised I didn't know what I was doing. And it was only until very recently that I realised that actually the job of a creative director isn't to make the logos and stuff. It's to steer the brand in a direction and give it vision and purpose. And I, for ages, I was like, man, I'm just cheating because I'm getting this designer to do this for me and I'm paying this person to do this bit for me. And I was shooting the photos myself and stuff like that, I suppose. But it was only, do you know what I mean? It was just recently that I've realised that that's okay.
Okay, that's quite interesting because obviously you saw Essie's podcast. And like, he designs like his clothes like all himself and then like kind of has this like concept of what these clothes are and stuff 100%, like that. Obviously like that's sick and all that lot, but like from your point of view, like like
obviously, you know, I'd never heard of the guy before that podcast, I must admit, like, but since have looked into it and it looks wicked, like it looks sick, like really sick. I wouldn't say that I disagreed with a lot of what he said because that's where he came from, and he's clearly way more talented than me. There's no doubt about that. I'm not arguing that fact, but I think that actually there's a way that anyone can do it. You just have to be different. He was lucky, and he earned those skill sets, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think if you don't let that stop you. Because if you want to do something, there's ways to do it. Hey, there's fucking Fiverr. Like, go and pay some dude like £6 to make you a logo. Hey, it's going to be pretty shitty, but at least that way you can get like your t-shirt printed.
Absolutely,
You can go online and just get one printed. Like, literally get a DTG print of one t-shirt. See if it sells. Sick. As soon as it sells, you've got a brand.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Then just get more t-shirts made with that same logo.
Exactly.
Change the colour.
Do you also feel like the clothing industry has like, because obviously your material that you're using, I'm assuming it's like, you see a lot of things that are like very like, vegan material and stuff like that. Does yours like incorporate any of that, or like in terms of like,
man, I'm going to get myself into trouble.
No, like, don't say if you did. No, but like it's not a big deal.
I'll tell you what it is I don't know.
Okay.
I know that my printer that prints any of this stuff that is screen printed is all about that life.
Okay, cool.
That's the worst answer. It's very political, this one.
No, that's fine,
Some stuff is, the bags, the totes are like vegan approved and all that sort of stuff. For wear, I think they are.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
No, it's fine.
And I know that's wrong.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But it's something, that's a good question. I mean, I have got leather going on some of those garments. So maybe I should look into it. Maybe the whole brand's just changed.
Yeah, you never know.
Spoiler alert, it's not going to change.
But no, like, because the clothing industry is like so wild. Like I buy most of my clothes off of like, sometimes I like this is like charity and stuff like that, which is, it's just great. But like, do you know like Passenger in Town? Like I usually go to him a lot.
Yeah, same.
I need to go more often now because I haven't been in a while since I've been busy. I feel a bit horrible for Lawrence, but yeah, like, and like you were saying about quality, like he's always got good quality clothing. Like he knows the brands are good quality, like Obey, Huff. What else you got? Like Parles.
He's got loads.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Like, and but like I think like what he's doing at the moment, like, I feel like he should promote like local, like clothes like yourself as well.
Full disclosure, just in case he sees this.
Oh, okay.
Pomulo not being in Passenger is all on me, not on him.
Oh, okay.
Many times. I have said yes many times. I said no originally. Actually, no, that one, which I can't remember how it worked out, but It is supposed to be in there now. That's bro, if you're watching, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I'm really not good at like back end stock control. Really.
Okay.
I sell out quick and get caught up. Like I don't have some of the stuff because I've sold my one by accident sometimes.
Okay.
So, and I'm also, I don't really want to interfere with like his buying schedule and seasons and stuff. And things like that.
That makes sense.
It would. The plan is for it to be in there.
Yeah, it would be cool though.
I think it would be cool.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a control freak with it all though, so I'd want.
Yeah, but that makes sense, like because like you say, you're a creative director of it all, so you're overseeing everything. You kind of got to like be like that anyway, so it does make sense.
It's just like the delivery, like how would it be? How would he be able to deliver them in tissue paper if you've got to try it on?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he's not going to fold that tissue paper for me, right?
Yeah,
but I don't really want anyone receiving a Pomulo item that's not packaged correctly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If there's a crease in the tissue paper, then I'll throw it out and try
to
do it again.
Of course.
You know,
and also like packaging as well. Like, obviously that's another expensive
thing, man.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Like, it's funny because that's one of the things I focused on because I was like, well, a lot of people are making pretty good t-shirts because they're blanks, right? You just go and buy them.
Yeah,
of course.
It
doesn't take long to find out what blank someone's using, but they're literally just coming in a bag, like
pretty
a postal
much,
bag.
Yeah,
and it looks like it's been sat on.
Yeah,
it smells. I was like, how about we just don't do that? Let's just get some like. I used to have neck swing tags made, had them in. And the first ones had neck swing tags, a little bit of cardboard in the middle, folded round into poly bags. Like, yeah, it costs more, but the impact is so good.
Yeah, because I ordered like some clothes off of. You ever heard of Hobo Jack?
I haven't.
So it's quite cool actually. Sorry, Jack. But I ordered like a tee from there, and it came with like an art print because they're like just like graphic designers, artists as well. And I was like, this is fucking sick.
Yeah,
like, it just makes the clothing 10 times better because you're just getting something out of it.
Podcast talking about it right now.
Exactly. And it's like when obviously we do like exhibitions, so we do zines and stuff, and then we're always willing to give a sticker to people. We need to do it. We need to get back into it as well because we haven't made a sticker in a while. But like, people always like a good sticker as well. Yeah, and obviously like
just give them something and give them something like. So I do. Probably going to ruin it and people will work it out now, but there's often a free gift that comes with a Pomulo product, whether it's like a pin badge or a brooch or something. Okay. But that will always be a hint for the next drop.
Oh, okay.
So you can always work out what's coming next by the free gift kind of thing.
Yeah. Because actually, that's interesting to talk about that because I want to touch on like because you told me about one of your Enigma stories, which is I fucking love.
So what, the mall thing?
Yeah, the mall one, if you want to talk about that.
I kind of realised as well, all recently, I suppose. I don't know what's changed, really. But anyway, I kind of realised that I wanted to go and do this sort of... I don't even know how to... It's not street art at all, because it's way too cool for what I do. Just do little things, you know, if I think... so, like in Moore, I'll give you the backstory, right? I used to drink there all the time. It's a great place. The guys there, great. And they have these posters. You must have seen the logo, right? I'm sure
of course.
Most of the viewers. And I just one day was thinking how cool it would be if all the O's in the posters had the Pomo instead.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And I was like, that'd be a really cool idea. And then so I had another pint and I was thinking, that would be a cool idea. So as you know, as it happens, nature called and nipped to the loo. And sort of looked to my left and there was one of the posters. I was like, that would look so good with the O. And I just thought, fuck it. So I just took it, borrowed, rolled it up, put it down my jeans, had a few more pints left.
Right, yeah.
And then, went home and spoke to some people and I was like, look, I need this to look a lot kind of like this. And then, we got to work. A good friend of mine, Hymus, helped. And then I got in touch with a printing company and got them professionally printed. Because I don't want anything to be shit.
Yeah, of course,
I don't want
like quality is like your thing.
And it needed to look real. Right? So anyway, I go back in, bang the poster up. Yeah. You know. And funnily enough, I've stolen the poster on my own. I've had this idea on my own. But then I think, it's going to be a fucking cool idea to video this, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So I have to go and fake stealing the poster for the bloody video. So I risk getting caught twice. So it's a real bloody nightmare. Anyway, so I do it, sort the posters, thinking this is absolutely fucking brilliant. Yeah. So I'm having a bit of a laugh about it and I'm thinking this is cool. And then, like, no one's kind of saying anything. And I was like, No one's really noticing. And what I found was like, because they were perfect, like there was no difference. We recreated it 100%. That no one noticed. I was like, shit, I need to release this video to kind of get some traction behind this, if you know what I mean. But to do that, I'm going to have to speak to more because I love this place. I don't want to shit where you eat, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So, bar manager, amazing lady Hattie. I was like, hey, I've done this, and she's like pissing herself. She's like, this is fucking hilarious, but I can't really clear that. You need to speak to the owner, England.
Right.
And I do know England.
No, I don't know him. Like,
basically, imagine the coolest looking fucker you've ever met. That's him. It just looks so. I think he floats. I don't think he walks.
Yeah. Okay.
But
He
anyway,
floats. Nice.
Honestly, so I had to show him there and then in the bar, and I was like, oh man, this escalated quick. And he then proceeded to tell me that he'd been speaking to the printer that week and complaining because these posters had the O on it, and they were like, no way in hell that could happen. The printers were saying it wasn't them. England was saying it wasn't him. They were arguing back and forth about this, and really it was me. I had all these posters. You know,
that's just That's
just
comment. That's comedy gold. That is.
I've still got like 25. So if anyone wants one, just let me know. Because you had to get like minimums, right?
Yeah, of course.
So
wow.
So the same as the Garibaldi, I've got like 29 of those left.
Shit.
So
that's so sick.
One of those,
no, I absolutely love that story.
When you have one, but I just do that because I think it's that's like. Do you know how you said you book days off to be creative? Yeah. That's like
that was you booking.
That's me booking a day. And I think Pomulo has now become like the moniker for me. Okay. Doing that. You know how like graffiti artists have like bins and all that sort of stuff with their like pseudonym. Like I'm not talented enough to warrant a pseudonym. If that, I can barely write.
No, so of course,
I don't want to have this alter ego that's a bit weird because I'm crap. Whereas if I can hide it all behind Palm, sweet. Yeah. And also it now allows me to kind of get away with it a bit more because people kind of know that that's what might happen. Yeah, and absolutely. There's no harm in it. Like the Mall one, we put the original poster back behind ours. So, you know, the Garibaldi one, I framed it. Yeah. I put a frame around it and I attached some socks to the back. Yeah, I remember you saying that. That said, hey, this is just a joke. Please don't bar me. If you want me to come and repaint, just let me know. No, of course. But he loved it. He thought it was wicked, and then someone stole it. Yeah, Tom's a pretty good lad. I think he's the best. He can let things like that slide. I don't know him very well, but I think, you know, like he sent me a picture. He was like, "This is amazing." I thought it was real. No, absolutely. Well, that was the idea. So you did think it was real, right? No, definitely. Yeah. You know, I don't want it to intrude on anyone's space, or certainly don't want to hurt anyone's business. But no, absolutely. If I can have fun, while I'm taking a piss and putting up a photo, then exactly. You know, it's quite interesting. And like, obviously, you said you're a creative director. Like, would you say you are creative yourself? Because obviously, you come from like the rollerblading background, and like me and Joe were having this conversation. We're saying like, it's obviously you skated at like Radlands and stuff like that. And we usually say like a lot of creative cool shit that's happening now came from like rads and stuff. And it's insane. Like TK came, came from it, and like obviously Joe skates as well. Like I'm a novice skater. I used to do it for a bit, but not that much. But and just like so much, and like yourself. Yeah. Like, do you feel like you are a creative in a sense, or like? Yeah, definitely. I think I would. I'd wear that badge. Yeah, I think. I think creatively, and I have creative ideas. I just think the execution is where I lack, if that makes sense. Right. I may be doing myself a bit of an injustice, kind of, but like I have friends that are incredible artists. Yeah. Holy shit! Like, you know, like I see pictures you guys take, and like, damn. Yeah, like I can get by on a camera. I mean, you guys saw me. I clearly can't. But I got one to be fair, shots, you know, mate. Having you in here with rollerblades on, fucking like doing some content. Dolly, right? It was pretty sick. To be fair, I can't lie to you. People not seen that one before. No, that was really interesting for us. So yeah, I think I'm a creative person, but I think what I'm more of is like a facilitator of people. Right. I think I'm quite good at getting people to do what I need them to do in that moment to help everything. Yeah, like essentially, like creativity does come from an idea. It always does. That's exactly it. Yeah, that's where me and Joe started the studio. Like this is our little collaboration, what we started and stuff. So, but and it's like that argument, isn't it? Like that you guys built the studio, but you didn't put the walls in, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You still
Yeah.
needed some help to get this to where it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like you didn't do the electrics. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
You
That's
guys
it.
didn't do that wall, huh?
No, exactly. That's
but
right.
that
Yeah.
doesn't mean you're any less creative just because you used friends that were more creative.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And if you weren't creative, you wouldn't have even thought of the wall,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Exactly.
You'd
This
be
is
an
it.
accountant,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So I think there's a lot to be said about that. Like, but I've only just recently kind of got okay with that in my head.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
I always would wonder, like, man, I don't know. Like, I've got a friend who won't want me to mention his name, but I will message him about the smallest illustrator. This guy is like God.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And I'm messaging him, and he's been my friend for like 20 years, whatever. And he's like, mate, how do you still not know how? And I'm like, I just don't use it, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
But I can muddle my way through to a point where I could send someone something.
Right. Okay.
And they would like, and explain what I want, and they would do it. But only until recently did I realise that was okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
No.
You know, that East Mids guy's having kittens watching this right now, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
He's
Yeah.
screaming at me.
Yeah, he's like fucking
Fake.
Yeah, yeah, fake bastard.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
Nah, like you say, Corey's a nice guy and he collabs with anyone. Like
He seemed really sick. Like,
yeah,
there's
he's
definite talent there, without doubt. Like,
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
it was cool to hear that story about, I think Joe's, or one of you was saying that you went to that party or something and there was someone wearing his stuff. Like,
Yeah, that's right,
the
yeah.
maddest thing ever.
Yeah, because
Really
he's
resonated
like,
with that.
his clothes definitely like reach out. Like,
Yeah.
he does know a lot of people,
Yeah.
and I think it sometimes surprises him.
Yeah.
Like, which is quite
Which
cool.
is
And
a
like,
cool way of doing it.
I can imagine you're the same. Like,
Yeah.
people talk about Pomulo, and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's crazy. When you see it,
Yeah.
like, on someone you just don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
you have no connection. And you know, like, I have it quite a lot, I suppose. When someone just walks past you in the street and they're wearing Pom,
Yeah.
and they don't want to say hello to you because they don't know who you are.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
They don't give a fuck who you are, quite frankly.
Yeah.
They just wanted their tote bag.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
that's
Yeah.
the sickest thing. You're like, like, I'm not just selling to friends here, right?
Yeah.
You know, people are buying this shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's sick.
Yeah.
This is cool.
See, that was quite interesting because like we started the PHOTOMAFIA merch, which I should be wearing now to be fair,
You
but
should plug. You should be
yeah, I
plugging
know
it,
it's
right?
just bad. You used to do PHOTOMAFIA merch, but we want to bring it back as well. But like it was nice because we used to sell them at like exhibitions and stuff.
Yeah.
And the people that come by are just like, this merch is sick.
Yeah.
Can I get it?
Yeah.
And like seeing some people walk around in it, it's like it's so cool.
It's
like
wicked,
it's
right?
it's a nice feeling as
Yeah.
well. Yeah. And like even just like people knowing about the studio as well.
Yeah.
Like I've had like mates that have like one lives in Bournemouth, one lives in Nottingham and stuff like that, and they go, I follow all your shit, everything you
sick.
do, and it's so nice. Like
Sick.
such a nice feeling as well. And like, I'm assuming you get the same thing from like mates as well.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
It's wicked when someone just reaches out randomly and just is
Yeah.
like, yo, see this. And you're
Yeah.
like, man, it's on your radar, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
As
Yeah,
if that's on your radar. That's cool.
absolutely.
Like,
Yeah,
okay, I'm getting somewhere now.
yeah,
It's that little like affirmation almost. Like, keep going.
yeah, absolutely.
know,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
getting
Don't stop what you're
somewhere.
doing.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, and I like that. But yeah, on the subject of like exhibitions, obviously you've got one coming up with us.
I have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's gonna basically be fucking sick.
yeah. I want it to be fucking sick.
It's a fair way away. It's towards the end of the year. We're going to try and do things a bit differently. The fact I've just said we're has given it away that it's not just me.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Again, because I don't know what I would bring to space on my own. Maybe
Okay.
some like... But, you know, I don't think anyone's going to expect this. I think that's agreeable, right? I don't think
Yeah,
anyone would
yeah, yeah.
expect
Yeah, no, that's
this. I think it's going to be... I think it's going to be very different to stuff you've had here before.
Yeah, and I hope that's the case because
Yeah.
we want something really new. So yeah.
We've I'm trying to not let on too much.
No,
We've
no,
already
of
met
course.
up a couple of times. And
Yeah,
got
we
some
spoke
solid
about it.
plans.
Yeah, I think we've
Um,
kind of got a date in,
yeah, we've
but
got
not.
a date. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
You told me it was
Yeah, we said
one date.
one day.
Yeah.
We'll,
I mean, I assume
yeah,
that
we'll
was the
elaborate
date
later on,
because you
but-
told me that was the date.
yeah,
so I
exactly.
kind of, you know, better cancel that banner with the date.
But nah.
Note to self. No, I think that we got a date, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, we've got a date.
You didn't. You're not
Joe,
feeling
what was the
confidence?
date? Can we announce the date on?
Just double check.
Yeah. Oh, sick.
Yeah.
So we've got
So it's November.
later this year.
Yeah, it's later this year.
Yeah.
So we've got the person or persons, or being or entity that I'm collaborating with, and I have met up quite a few times. We've spent good 4 a.m. sessions already.
4 a.m. sessions, nice.
We've got some good stuff. Yeah, I think it's going to be.
I'm looking forward to it. Like, do you want to roughly touch on like what you want to do in here, or like just don't want to give anything away? Like,
just wait.
That's perfect. No, I like the surprise.
It's going to be sick. I know this is for viewers. This is rubbish, right?
No, it's cool. No, this makes it interesting. So
I think it's hard because a lot of people want to always plug their stuff, right?
Yeah, of course.
I'm like the opposite. Pom is like the opposite. It's more like you can get it now for 7 seconds and then it's sold out. So fuck off.
Of course, yeah.
Like, so it works in a different way. This will be very much like that. If you want to know about it, cringe, but eyes peeled.
Yeah.
On our Instagrams, there's going to be clues, there's going to be hints. I'll tell you one thing, this isn't going to be one of those exhibitions where you walk up and just get in. It's not going to be able to work like that for this one, unfortunately. So, but also don't miss it.
No, exactly, yeah. Definitely don't miss it, no.
Just make sure you work out how to be involved.
And when the date goes out, keep that calendar free, man.
Keep that. I'm going to send out official invites.
Okay, cool. Nice.
I've got save the dates made, so I'm really pleased that day is the day I put on the save the dates. I'd have been changing your schedule. No, I've got these save the dates, mate. Let's do that. But no, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be unexpected, and I think it's going to change people's perception on a few things.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I think things that people at the moment maybe gravitate towards an ill feeling against. I think it's going to hopefully paint some things in a new light.
Yeah, sick. Nice.
That's the plan,
I like it.
Cool. And
also,
there's some amazing shit to buy there.
Yeah. Top quality shit, mate.
Amazing shit.
Yeah,
some
no.
stuff we're gonna try and get
no, definitely. I'm just trying to think what else we can. Have you got any new drops coming up? Like anything?
I have these.
Yeah.
These coming.
I was looking at it and I was like, that was
a
fucking sick.
Sort of like a knit, not sort of like knit, like a cashmere jumper.
Okay, cool.
It's ludicrous quality.
Yeah,
the truth is that the quality is so good that I can't actually sell it for what it should be sold at because my brand's not good enough.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's not my brand's not good enough, but the brand name isn't there.
Yeah.
That no one's going to buy this off me at the price it probably should be sold at.
Right, okay.
Because you're into ludicrous figures.
Yeah.
But that's just spoiler alert for Pom fans out there. Do you think Pom fans is the thing?
Yeah, Pom fans should be a thing.
YouTube
Shall we start it like?
Yeah, we should do.
Pom
but
fans,
can we make it cooler? Like, you know how some YouTubers have like their little fans have got names.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We should have like
maybe there should be like a hashtag as well, like Pom. Yeah, hashtag Pom fans.
Yeah, that is. We should do that. Let's get that trend.
That'd be sick. Yeah,
it's probably going to fail, but we can try. So I've got these jumpers coming out. They're going to be wicked. They are currently being manufactured now.
Cool.
There's only going to be 2 sizes. So there's going to be size 1 and 2.
Right.
Full transparency, that is 100% down to cost because this is a cut and sew piece rather than a blank.
Right.
So I can't really afford to get cashmere jumpers made in every size. Initial shock.
Yeah.
So it's going to be small, medium will be one size, and then large XL will be the next.
Sick.
I've got the book coming. I have the start of a hunt for the exhibition stuff coming.
Okay.
Which is going to be good. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I also have an offshoot thing that I'm doing. I don't know where I get all this time from.
No, I don't. To be fair, sometimes I think that I'm like, I've got so much shit doing, and then I'm like doing podcasts like this with you, and I'm like, how have I got the time to do this? Like, I know I've got like so much editing I need to do as well, but like, it's insane.
It's any brand or any side thing takes so much intensive work. People that have never started a business or a brand just won't. And I think that's why a lot of people quit, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like I think the time and the pressure like gets to them massively. Yeah, sometimes I have to have like a little rant to my mum and dad and just be like, fucking I can't do it. I haven't got time.
Healthy.
Yeah, it is healthy. Like you should like. I should assume you're the same. Like, because you're a dad and you've got a missus as well. I assume you rant to your missus and just like, Pomulo's getting on my fucking tit at the moment.
So I've had like full-on breakdowns before.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
There was this one night I was trying to film a promo, and the drop was the next day, already announced the drop, had no promo, went to go and film the promo and crashed my drone into a tree in the first 30 seconds and I had nothing else planned. Like, that was it. It was the drone or nothing, right? And I literally just sat on this cold curb in Northampton at 9 p.m. in like not a nice bit of town, as opposed to that really nice bit of town.
Nice bit of town,
and I remember just like not crying, but like tears in my eyes for sure. And I was just like, this sucks. This fucking sucks.
Yeah.
What am I doing? What am I doing? I rang one of my friends, the guy that made the logo actually, and he just came straight over and he was like, bro, don't worry, man, we're going to do this.
Yeah.
And then me and him he stayed with me till 4 a.m. and we filmed a promo together. Shit. Just off the bat. Wow. And it was one of the best promos we'd made.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm trying to think if I've had like a situation like that. I think we have. I remember at one point I remember having like I was just really drunk basically. And I think we were panicking about something. I remember like sitting with Joe and just going over it and just being like, fuck, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? Oh, no, I know what it was. Okay, so basically we did a shoot for like a clothing brand, which I won't reveal their name, but and we were just stressing about it. Like something went wrong and I was like, fuck, got to get it done. There was a deadline for it. And so I came in early in the morning and just made sure I got it done. And Joe like sat with me and just made sure like everything was like pristine and everything like got. And to be fair, I always feel like it's nice to have someone like, especially like Joe on my side, like always making sure and like doing quality checks and stuff like.
Yeah.
And
accountability, right?
Yeah, like obviously you can't always do it by yourself. You know what I mean? And like you're the same.
If someone holds you accountable, it's even better.
Yeah, exactly. Because then I'm also like, oh, maybe the plane isn't just pinned on me at this time, and like Joe can also take it as well. But like, exactly. But no, it's pretty good. But yeah. I think you're going to fall into that in business as well, like especially with promo and stuff like that.
I think if you don't, then you're probably not trying hard enough.
Yeah.
Or you don't care enough.
Exactly, yeah.
Because if you have like, you can't have ups without the downs.
Yeah, exactly,
you know? And once you have these downs and you, whatever it is, and you go on and conquer it, you realise it's not actually that major.
Yeah, no, exactly, yeah. You get through it and then you forget about it. Like, I literally just forgot about it and I was like, there you go, and then just remembered it.
It's all fine, and it's often like the stuff you worry about the most is the least problematic.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? But I think that is why a lot of people make brands and they drop like a t-shirt or two and then you never see them again.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That and over assuming sales, I think people think they're going to start a t-shirt business in Northampton and sell 100 t-shirts first drop.
Exactly, yeah. It's like even us, like with this podcast, like I know we're getting good feedback from, like you said earlier, like the podcasts are great and stuff, but like
I didn't say that for the record. I did. I'm getting glares from the back scene. You don't see from like watching these podcasts. You don't see that you've got people. To be fair, like you don't know
I think it's like I think it's the lights and stuff like it just blocks.
It's intimidating.
It is a little bit, yeah.
I do a podcast for work.
Yeah.
We have one of those. No, we have two of those. And we thought we were like
got
top dogs. And now I've come here and I'm like,
oh shit.
Damn, 2 mics, huh? We're just sharing mine.
But even like when we started, like Joe started Round Town, which was like great. It was like us and like yourself and all that lot. And it was just like 4-hour podcast, just like talking about shit, which was great. And like, to be fair, we wasn't expecting it to get many views and stuff. Like even like starting this was like, we weren't expecting to be like the best podcast ever. Like we're still hoping that it gradually goes on and like it links back and stuff. Yeah. And at the end of the day, I usually see podcasts as like free marketing. Like it's perfect. It's perfect for that. You know what I mean? Like for yourself and us as well. So
it's a win-win, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And essentially, I mean, without putting too blunt a point on it, you sell podcasts.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a podcast, like,
it doesn't make sense.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, we're really good at podcasts. Yeah. Oh wow, what's yours like? Oh no, we don't do one.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because like we were doing podcasts for other people at the time, and then me and Joe were like, why do we not do our own?
Yeah, like you kind of have to. Well, and also it's your reel, right? It's your sales reel.
Exactly.
Like, have you got any podcasts that we can watch that you've made? Yeah, ours.
Yeah.
Sick. There's another subscriber.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wicked. Like.
Yeah.
You kind of have to, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So now you're compelled. I've said that on tape to ever do them now. So, are you enjoying doing them though?
No, it's fun. It's nice like having conversations like yourself and like just other people in general. Like I had like my former lecturer on here.
I saw this, yeah.
Yeah, which was nice. And
it was nice because he was a similar, like, not.
Yeah, well,
he was like my age, and I was like, oh, cool. There is like adults.
Yeah, and then the thing is, it was nice because like obviously me and Joe looked up to him as like a great photographer and stuff like that, and like he taught us as well. And it was nice just to have like a casual conversation. Like we do a lot of jobs with him anyway, but like, and yeah, like seeing things from his perspective and like him growing up and the things he went through and like what he's doing now, it's like it's great. But it's nice that he like also comes to us for like support as well, and even though which is nice because like you wouldn't think of that in that kind of situation.
No, of course not.
But I think me and Joe have built that community of like collaboration and not competitiveness. And
that's the way it should. That's exactly the way it kind of should be. Which is like when I saw you guys obviously had the studio long before I booked in, and I was always apprehensive at booking a studio because I'm not a talented photographer by any means, and you know, I kind of wing everything. But it works out, you know. Yeah. But I had this like nagging thought that I was going to get here and you guys would just be like in the corner scoffing at me like, have you seen the way he's not cleaned his lens?
Yeah,
no,
or, you know, no, absolutely,
and it just kind of wasn't that. It was just totally like, like I remember about 15, 20 minutes in, I'm snapping away thinking I'm killing it.
Yeah.
And I look around and you guys are just doing your thing.
Yeah,
like
pretty much,
chilling. And I was like, dude, we've not been thrown out for being shit.
No,
like,
no,
this
exactly.
This is all good.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
This is sick. And then I think we needed help with something, and you guys were like so obliging to help. And I was like,
yeah.
And I remember coming away from it thinking, fuck, I've wasted so much time not going there. Like, I've been doing my own shoots, which have been fine. Don't get me wrong; they've served the purpose, right?
Yeah, of course.
They've been okay. But to get it to the next level, I should have been coming here and doing that kind of thing.
Right.
And I was afraid to take that step. Afraid is too strong a word. I was maybe too busy and a bit. How am I going to be received?
Yeah, I get. Yeah, and to be fair, like it's kind of the same for us. Like vice versa. Like whoever comes in and uses the studio, we try to give them like as much help as possible, but also shun away. Just like
exactly.
And it's quite nice and like to have that kind of nice balance. Like
I think and I think
because I don't know about you. Like you get some people just like don't give a shit, or they're just like too much in your face, and then they, like you say, they are judging you as well.
Exactly,
and it's not nice.
And it was just the perfect level of like I came here with a friend Dan, obviously. Big shout Dan Pomulo. And like he's not, as you noticed, he's not like that was horrible. Like you've noticed, like he's not quagmire or anything. He's not disgusting, but like he had no modelling history. I was battered GH5, and I was like, don't worry about it, mate. We don't need to know about lighting.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was still came away like, dude, that was such a good day.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. Yeah,
even if all the photos were rubbish, which they weren't, they were sick, I'd still have been pleased.
Yeah.
If we'd got no photos or any video, I still would have come away from that day like happy and been like, met you guys. Yeah. Like, I feel like meeting you guys is like a long time coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You know, your name's one of those ones that always used to come up, like in the Garibaldi or wherever it was. Like, oh, do you know so and so?
Yeah,
like, I'd be like, sort of.
Yeah.
We like each other's stuff on Instagram. Yeah. But if I see them in the street, we'll walk past each other.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, that's how. Yeah.
I remember actually, I'm gonna sort of embarrass Joe here, but one day we were literally walking down the street, right? Joe was wearing a Cult of NM t-shirt. Big shout, Josh. And I was like, I know who that is.
Yeah.
I just bought like a book like a week before or something. And then no words exchanged, right? And I was just like,
yeah. It's funny, isn't it? And like Northampton's such a small town for that as well, that you would come across that kind of thing.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's right. No.
Do you know Bill Pollard?
I've heard of the name.
Goodwill does like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So me and him did something called Small Town Ghosts.
Oh yeah, I remember you showing us. Yeah.
The Small Town Ghosts. This is Bill's idea. I take no credit, but that's what a small town ghost is. Someone that you know. Yeah. But you don't say. You don't speak to them. Just people you see doing their life.
Yeah, it's so interesting, ain't it? And then like obviously like having this like the Polaroid wall as well, and then like people come in and they go, oh shit, you know this guy, and I'm like, yeah, he's come by a few times. Like it's so cool, but like, yeah, it's such a wild thing, and like, and I'm glad you said what you said about the studio, because like sometimes like we've been to a few studios and they've just like shun away or just like
I can imagine it looks kind of like pretentious in that kind of like
exactly,
vibe, like oh darling, you don't know.
Yeah, and like when we started the studio, we wanted it to be mainly focused at like photographers that have not got a lot of experience and want to just be creative in general.
Makes perfect sense.
Hence why like our prices were quite low at the time, so or still are, to be fair. And
real price hike now, huh? Big price hike.
Yeah.
Great for you. We started cheap.
Yeah, started cheap, now we're going up.
Pomulo have been here now, it's millions.
Yeah, exactly.
They sell this chair.
But to be fair, I think we would always keep it at the same price range, because there's so many like artists that just want to come in and just be creative and
there's
like.
No harm in putting your price up.
Yeah, absolutely not.
There's no harm in like.
No, definitely.
People seem to think that that's like bad.
Yeah, exactly.
It's business. It's, just, it's not bad.
No, it's not. It's not. And I think like because we're so community driven now, like we do get like people coming in and we do teach them a few things, which is nice. Like we had like someone come in recently and she was like, I don't know anything to do with like video or photography. Can you teach me for like a few hours? And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Just come by and just use the studio. And we did. So, and like it's nice to just be that like a little bit helpful towards people, because like
it doesn't do your brand any harm whatsoever, right?
Exactly, because we felt like the industry is very like you say, competitive and quite damaging to the point where like it was putting people down a lot. Like especially new people that are coming into the scene. Right? Yeah, exactly. Like people are like high up in the food chain in this industry and just like saying, nah, you work shit. And then that's it. That's all it takes. Like just someone like up that high just to be like, nah, you work shit, mate.
I wouldn't know what the percentage of people are that haven't tried to do anything because they're just scared of the rejection, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because of that like thing, which is very real. You know, like I've got a friend, he's an amazing like artist, like but he's just so scared of like not doing it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, dude, like I'm scared of failing, but I'm absolutely petrified of not trying.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You
Yeah,
need to try, dude.
Absolutely.
But you get those gatekeepers at the top, like you say, and it just knocks you. Right?
And it's interesting. There's an example of it, and I've used it before as well. Actually, there's a few examples that I've had. Like, so one of our work experience, like Ethan, he started with us, and like he was like, I just want to get into photography and just do it. And I was like, cool, that's great. So we taught him, and then like he's become like such a great TikToker. Like he goes like around the world, does his own TikToks, and then and now he's being sponsored by like camera companies and shit like that to just use their lenses and shit like that. And like it's just like,
was he on the podcast, this guy?
Yeah, he was on the.
I watched him. As well.
Quite recently.
He got a name as well.
Oh, so he goes by Shot by Cass.
Yeah. Why don't any of you people just say like Steve, Dave,
Steve,
like happy names? Everyone's got like Renaissance.
Yeah, literally. Like, well, to be fair, I go, but I still go.
It's not Marvel. Your name's Dave. Just go by Dave.
No,
who's doing your music video?
Yeah,
it's him.
That's it.
Renaissance. What? What do you mean Renaissance?
Literally, no, I get what you're saying.
I mean, I'm old, right? But I wish I could have just come up with a nickname when I was like that age. That'd be sick.
No, to be fair, ours was like
Legend. Sounds like the Gladiators or something.
No, absolutely. Like, to be fair, I still go by Alex and Joe goes by Joe, but like, which is great.
Cool people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The other guys think quite. Got a cool name.
Oh yeah, no, he just goes by Matt.
I thought you were going to come up, oh shit, I've got a little moniker. Whips out a uniform, S on the chest.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, it's like, I don't know, like some people just give us this name and like we just go by the PHOTOMAFIA boys now. Like people just say, oh yeah, the boys at PHOTOMAFIA. Like, which
is pretty cool because it means the brand's got an identity and it means
you're assigned to it. And absolutely.
There's no harm in that, right?
Yeah. And then like, well, you just go to like the Garibaldi and you go, PHOTOMAFIA, and you're like, yeah. Name's Alex, by the way, but
but that's all it needs, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Especially like if someone's on the fence about wanting to book it and stuff, and I think it's very much like, especially in Northampton, it's about where you hang out as well, right?
Yeah,
if
absolutely.
you hang out in the right places, then you're going to get the right crowd following it. You're going to, like say you had Auntie,
exactly,
person, and that's cool as shit because she's cool as shit. Clearly,
exactly.
She looked awesome sitting here. But you're gonna have to go to those places to meet those people to do that.
Exactly.
Thing,
Yeah.
Right?
No,
and
definitely.
That's where it comes back to the skate park thing, right? Because cool people go to the fucking skate park.
Literally, yeah.
And
you know, definitely. But yeah, I think that's a perfect.
What do you think my nickname would be if I had like one of these titles, like Renaissance? What do you think it would?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think. Obviously, Renaissance calls you Mr. Pomulo.
Yeah, but I mean,
that
like sounds like it should be on the register.
Yeah, literally, doesn't it? Like, like, oh, teacher for today, Mr. Pomulo.
No, I meant like the nonce one.
Oh my god! Right,
you're allowed to say that.
No, that's cool. Yeah, no, we're all good. We're all good.
Don't worry.
Joe's like absolutely pissing himself.
I told you it was a risk.
Yeah, no, it's fine. No, it's all good.
I was watching the podcast and I realised that a lot of the guests are like you're like long friends.
Yeah.
And like that wasn't our situation.
No,
like,
exactly.
It's just going to be so funny to get to know someone like on the internet.
Yeah.
Like
no, and I'm not favoritizing now, but like I feel like this has been a really sick podcast. I was a bit like nervous, like because obviously like this is like a long conversation.
Massively intimidating. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's it. Like, but no, like this is like what second conversation we've had. So like, it's been a good podcast. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed myself. So
thanks for having me on. So if I've said anything uncouth or offended,
it's all good, bro. No, it's good. But
thanks for having me on.
Absolutely.
It's awesome.
And I think that's a perfect note to end on.
Do you not have to do the like, subscribe?
Yeah, I was gonna say like, could you like plug in any like yourself, like your website, emails, any way people get in contact?
It's just Pomulo. If you want it bad enough, you'll find it.
Yeah, sick. Yeah. Cool. Sick.
And then like, subscribe to this channel. Hit the views.
You got it, man.
I got
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're probably going to go viral now.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.